Okay, so I've been recommended to do the Mizuki story first.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Focused experience mode. Let's not get Phantom Weasel. It's so funny that like on our Genshin streams there's like new words that we've invented to describe different events, and you know what I'm talking about. If I say I don't want to get a Phantom Weasel, most of you know what that means. Or if I say I don't want sorry guys, I economia'd it. A bunch of y'all know what that means too. Yeah, I don't want to economia this quest. Dreadlich, thank you so much for subbing with Amazon Prime. I really appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Okay, so let's get started. I've been working on my goblin voice. When's the event over? Sunday's the last day you can do it. I think it ends at 1 a.m. CST on Monday.
Remember when we chased that Tanuki down this way? Good times.
Let me move my camera. The only difference between me and Paimon is Paimon has a better memory than me. Did I hear something about a new kitty? Yes, the kitty will arrive in about 2 or 3 hours, and I will bring the kitty in here, and the kitty is going to be our very scared stream companion.
Huh? What's that?
What is that? I've seen it in Mizuki trailer. Is that a piglet?
Paimon doesn't think they look anything like that. Oh, maybe there's a new kind of yokai in town.
It does look like something from Yokai Watch. Hopefully it's not the farting one.
Is it trying to get us to follow it?
Maybe? Hey, buddy. It's like a Pokemon. Okay.
What's that girl doing over there? She doesn't look well. Let's go check on her.
She's hypnotizing me. Oh my god, roll wisdom check. Roll D20.
What just happened? All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second, then... Wait, where did all these people come from? And what are they here for?
Looks like they're waiting in line.
True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still here. Maybe she knows what happened.
We don't think she's suspicious yet.
If I leave now, will I have enough time?
How many times do I have to explain?
There's no going back if I report him, but still.
Ethical dilemmas?
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth, so I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Right. The negativity will kill your creativity. Yeah, I think that.
Thank you. Remorse for the misdeeds of the past, and despair over the sorry state of the present. I can help you face your troubles with a more positive
Relatable.
mindset. But you'll need to work through things in your own time too.
She's giving you homework.
Many thanks.
Next, please.
You sick? You shouldn't be seeing patients if you're coughing, girl.
What's wrong with her?
You alright?
I'm fine. Next, please.
Mm. Oh, what's that? Oh, is that candy? Oh, I want
Delicious.
some.
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Where'd she get that?
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. She burped. I did not expect. She burped.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone what you're sorry for. Would you mind bringing us up to speed?
In some parts of the world, burping is not considered to be a socially unacceptable thing or like a weird thing to do in public. I know that because when I lived in Taiwan, I remember people would just freely burp, like on the subway, like people would just burp. And I got used to freely burping as well. That was the weird transition coming back to a non-free burping country.
Oh, it looks like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up, then I'll explain everything.
Oh. I entered your dream.
Dream?
By mistake.
When did that... Whoa!
You're dreaming about helping everybody with their problems? You're dreaming about work? They're a therapist? I know that because of the story thing.
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the traveler to literally come to me in a dream.
Landy, thank you for the 21-month resub. I do appreciate that. How do you know who I am?
Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
Do you know Nicolette?
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other, so I should introduce myself properly.
Yeah.
My name is Yume Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short. I'm a Yumekui Baku, which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
A Yumekui Baku?
Yume Baku? Hey, it's that little critter from before!
That's what we look like in our original form.
Oh, that's you.
I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my
You're one
dream
of those
earlier?
guys. Yeah.
Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams.
But what happens after you digest the dream? Actually, don't answer that.
I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing you showed up when you did.
Are you telling me that some people's dreams can be like Taco Bell?
Call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all these dreams properly.
Spicy dreams.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was. We just thought maybe you could use some help.
Yeah.
And Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you can eat them.
Thank you, but I still owe you an apology.
For what?
While you were inside my dream, I ate one of your dreams. But it wasn't a bad one. It was a nice one.
Oh my god, give it back. Oh wait, maybe don't.
I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without noticing.
So Yume Baku can eat good dreams too, huh? Still, is that really such a big deal?
Yeah, we make new dreams all the time.
Of course
cares?
it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have. And I just went and gobbled it down.
Don't worry about it, girl. It's just another dead dream.
It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never
cares?
eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless.
I feel fine. Like, it's... Don't beat yourself up.
But-
It's fine.
Don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded with distressing memories?
You mean, like... I mean, not more than usual.
Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so mentally stable after having a good dream of theirs devoured.
Yeah, I am super mentally stable.
It's probably because the traveler has too many good dreams to count.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble. Ah, here, take this.
It's a VIP pass for the Aisa Bathhouse.
Oh, a bath? What are you implying? She thinks I need a bath. I mean...
Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, we invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and renewed.
That includes the dining? It's food?
That's where I work. You'll find the address on there too. This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge. Oh, and speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed.
I don't know. I don't like people touching me. I don't want the spa situation.
Soon.
Okay. For the food, I might.
So she's a Yume Kuibaku that eats bad dreams and a clinical psychologist too?
It adds up.
Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Oh, except when she's trying to decide what to eat. Speaking of eating, that
Paimon
bathhouse
never
place
gets
does
stressed?
fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want, right?
That's what I
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. We can't let it go to waste.
That's what I said, girl. We share one brain cell. Like, it's just a tale as old as time. Me and Paimon. Some things just never change. Dude, I don't think I have ever done a Genshin stream where I didn't at least, like, say one thing that was the exact thing that Paimon said.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Ooh, expedition. Yeah, go. Okay. Ba, 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 bo, bo, bee. Oh my god. Possibot is telling you about the Twitch shop for WoW, but that's not active right now.
Based on the letter, this
So
should
I'm
be
not
the
in WoW
place.
category.
It looks familiar. We've walked past here several times before, right? Just never gone inside.
Yeah.
Are you here to visit the Aisa Bathhouse?
Yeah, what's it take?
Oh, where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little overexcited when I heard you discussing my bathhouse.
ETA on cat arrival. So around 12 or 1 p.m. CST. So in about 2 or 3 hours. That's the last time I talked to him. That's when he said he thought he'd be here. Yeah. Oh, he owns the bathhouse.
Your bathhouse? So you run the place, huh? And business isn't going so great, you say?
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you have an appointment?
We have a VIP pass. Can we use it now?
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yume Mizuki's signature? I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give your names at reception.
Is she the one who's really in charge? Because he's acting like that's his boss.
Sounds like she has a lot of clout. But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I know, right? Who's the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her investment.
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though.
She's
She's a
rich.
very responsible person. In addition to being a shareholder, she's also personally involved in our day-to-day business.
Like what?
She only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. She's a highly renowned clinical psychologist.
I met her, so yeah.
Please, head on in.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Oh my god, can you imagine Nuvolette in the bathhouse? He'd love that.
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Hello, I'll be right with you.
It's other people like...
Oh, you okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm so
Mizuki?
clumsy sometimes. But don't worry about me. Putting customers in a bad mood is the last thing I want.
Do you think I'd be in a bad mood because you tripped, girl? Are you okay?
I promise I'll provide an excellent service. Please, please don't leave.
What the... Maybe she's the one that needs some therapy.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is make you look like an easy target.
Girl. You shouldn't live to work. You work to live. Okay, get it. This is... Don't be like this.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
They're so cute, though.
Nope, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters.
No, that's not what matters.
Now,
What's wrong with you?
well, looks like you'll be my first customers today, so...
Care for
according to
yourself.
our standards of service, I need to,
Why is she so panicky?
This is freaking me out, man.
Actually,
I'm more stressed now than I was before I walked in here. The kind of
Jill?
spa is this?
Let me see to these two. They're my guests.
there she is. Baku Lady is back.
So, invited you here as VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
This girl is a lot. Okay.
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all.
I am flush with cash.
But a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You
Not
should
really.
focus on what to do about our new competitor.
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business? I'm touched.
Ugh, did not.
So, one cares a lot and one doesn't?
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through it.
What?
Subtext being, you can't give it to Shion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up?
Oh my god, you can't talk to Shion like that. I'm not... Everybody needs to be nice to Shion. She's got enough going on right now. No, that's not
Shion,
okay.
I'll take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and
Oh my
prepare some
God.
of your very best snacks for our VIPs.
Shion, we gotta get you a new place to work, girl. Okay, this ain't it.
Will do. That's my specialty.
Okay.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I have to keep our staff calm to ensure you have the best experience. The panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Shion, and the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki. They're both Baku, just like me.
Okay.
Wait, so the older-looking one is actually younger, and the younger-looking one is older?
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's more reflective of our personality than our age.
Wow, I never would have guessed.
Anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use of all our services. So the spa, the fine dining, and psychological consultancy.
Fine dining.
I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten. Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to make amends.
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yume Kuibaku? That sounds fun!
But is this a wise decision, given the current state of the business?
Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while you're struggling. Is there anything we can do to help out?
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose sight of the big picture. Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution.
Okay.
Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
Can't argue with that. Let's get started.
Of course. The only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But I can't just make one of you wait around while the other one is in therapy. So perhaps I can treat the traveler while Shion treats Paimon? Would that work?
Fine by Paimon. But, is she up for it?
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier.
I was.
You're the perfect
Paimon
client
was.
for her.
Oh,
Secondly, Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food, so she might be a better fit for you.
Is it like those Japanese spas where fish eats your feet? They eat on your feet. They don't just eat your feet. Have you ever been to one of those? I'm too scared. I think I would be too ticklish because sometimes I'll go get a pedicure from the nail salon, which is where they work on your feet. You know, they paint your toenails and stuff. But I always get a really bad case of the giggles whenever they do that. And I just start laughing and laughing. It's very difficult. It's very embarrassing. So that would be even worse if it was fish. Anyway.
food therapy? Oh, that sounds perfect.
Yes. Food therapy, yeah.
All right then, please follow me.
Oh, man. I want the food therapy.
Don't get me wrong, Paimon is genuinely better suited to Shion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself.
What's that?
Your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity.
Well, am I just like am I a curiosity to you?
Please, come with me.
Shoot, I'm just so screwed up. She just can't, never seen anything like that before. Okay. I've been through a lot, alright? Oh my god, that dripping would drive me crazy.
There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no, all right?
Okay. Oh, you can nod head or
Very good.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious. but it's nothing to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective.
No. Don't put thoughts in my head. No.
This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams.
It
Now,
smells like cherry.
Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so.
But I have to read the text, right? No, I don't. I can hear what you're saying. I have to read Twitch chat.
Oh, where did it go?
What's Mizuki looking
I need
for?
to have a stern talk with Murasaki.
Yeah,
How
let's take a
hard is
peek.
it to just put things back where they came from?
What's she doing?
This needs another dab here.
What's she doing?
Ah, that's better.
Oh my god. Is she even working?
I said no peeping. I'm still not ready yet.
Looks like you're not doing anything though. I peeped it. I saw you
don't
not
run
doing
off now, darlings. Come here.
Darlings.
For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right. Shh.
The butts?
Let me do that for you.
There's a... She's gonna... Did she knock me out?
I can see that you don't like being kept waiting.
No.
Go on, open your eyes. Everything's ready.
Okay.
Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them. Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Now you just need to find the others.
Okay. There's one. It's over there. Okay. And there's one right there. In the tree. Okay. That's it, right?
She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin.
So
Your
she can eat
journey
it?
into dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy?
No.
Now I want you to take my hand.
Okay.
Very good. Now close your eyes again for me. I
Okay.
want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the
You shouldn't be
wilderness,
touching squirrels.
running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything. But you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice.
What does that mean? What is this place?
Traveler, come over here.
Okay.
Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Please don't stop moving. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips. Please, keep going. Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Please don't look back.
We're going through all my sad feelings.
Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves. That is where I am. Holding my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you. The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur, or of grabbing a fistful of sand on the beach, and as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover your other senses as well. We've reached the end of today's session.
That was cool.
Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling a little groggy. I've switched to a different incense that'll help get rid of your drowsiness.
How you getting along, Traveler?
Finish.
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed. It feels cozy somehow.
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten. It sounds like the session was quite effective.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide the process. But Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yumikoi Baku just like sneak into your brain and gulp down your bad dreams in one go?
Right?
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be handled with the utmost care and attention.
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as Shion gulped your dreams away. How are you feeling, Traveler?
Cozy?
Really? I still think there's more work to be done.
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming.
What new cat? Yeah, the cat should be here in about an hour, maybe 2 hours. Yeah. I'm sure it's fine, girl. I mean...
Well, even if you've buried those feelings deep enough to hide them from yourself, you can't hide them from a trained psychologist.
I don't hide them from myself. My dark side is what illuminates. The light side of you is the other side of the shadow. You know, that's what, it's like your shadow self that you must integrate into your full self in order to heal, okay? Like, I don't turn away from those things. I don't know if getting rid of the negative emotions is even what I want.
But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream. So I just gave your mood a boost for now.
I don't really have bad dreams because actually, fun fact about Zepla, I lucid dream a lot. I have been lucid dreaming probably at least once a week since I was about 7, 8 years old. Like, it is very, very, very often. And especially if I have a bad dream, I will almost always go lucid because I don't want to, like, I want to regain control over the situation.
Huh. Well, maybe she's just an eternal optimist at heart.
Yeah.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case, as I suspected.
Zepla, this isn't the real world. Wake up.
But she said she feels cozy, just like Paimon.
Yeah.
So whatever you did, the treatment worked.
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient.
Do you want to keep researching me? By just an experiment?
Fine by me, as long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand.
I don't like holding hands.
Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind has had the chance to de-stress.
Don't touch
Now
me.
it's time to do the same for your body.
Oh, that sounds good.
That's the problem with a
feeling
spa.
relaxed already.
They want to be touching all over you.
You know,
I
this
don't like
place
that.
provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't find more customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer experience, we're sure to attract more business eventually.
She's seeing the long game with their business. She thinks as we have a great service, then eventually we're gonna do good. But it don't always work like that. She does need to consider the short term as well.
If you say so.
Paimon's not convinced.
I think the travelers recovered from the therapy session now. Let's head to the hot springs.
La, 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 la. This is a pretty room. Okay.
Most impressive, I must say.
Look who it is, my girl.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Ugh, Paimon can never quite tell with her.
I can't tell with her either.
Miko, it's been a while.
Do you know each other?
She never mentioned?
No.
Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
Oh my god, so rude. I can't. How could you forget, Mika? What's wrong with
You'll
you?
have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Oh, rude. I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing.
Sell low? I don't know.
You could always invest in the publishing house, you know. Business is always booming. You only need to ask.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Aisa Bathhouse used to be very popular. Although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered by the Baku. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary.
Better than what y'all got.
Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their entire clientele in just a matter of days.
What? Y'all need to lower your prices then, I guess.
Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens. not to share mine with them.
Yeah, this is really unprofessional.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Amara Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City. And, how many patients have you seen today?
There's no way her whole business dried up because of one guy with a different method.
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
Like, his method must be really good.
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
This is the meme. Remember that meme? Aren't you two friends? One says yes, the other says no.
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all.
Huh?
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy.
You're not competitors.
Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship. Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Kuibaku.
Right.
Which begs the question, who is this Amura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things like where he sees his patients.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again if I go looking for him.
We could go and be a client.
Then why don't we go
Oh!
instead? We can pose as potential customers to get information out of him.
That's what I said, Paimon.
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Unless the bathhouse has to close.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here, and we want all our friends to experience it as well.
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer is an even better service on your next visit.
Sure thing. Just leave this to us.
Alright. Okay. What if he's the Baku as well? Another Baku. Or what if he's evil and doing something bad? Wow, it's beautiful. Look at the beautiful land. And scenery is so nice. Isn't it time for the cherry blossoms to be blooming in real life?
This should be the place. That guy looks official.
He
Let's
could
go
be a
ask him.
sussy Baku.
Hi there. We're looking for Amura Ichigensai. Are we in the right...
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Okay.
Alright.
97. What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Alright.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh?
Should I knock him out? No, we're not gonna do that.
Hey, good idea.
Let's talk
Looks
to
like
people.
there's a few of them over there. Let's go see what we can find out. Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you?
I'm like a yokai. I'm a bunny yokai.
Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service, so...
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some business transaction.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Okay. Well, anyway, Aisa Bathhouse calls it a service.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
I thought their prices were too high. That's the real reason everybody came over here.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, it's happy thoughts only.
I don't want happy thoughts only. If it's only happy thoughts, then we won't remember what is a sad thought. We needed all of the thoughts.
Today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Won't that in itself become a trouble?
Meanwhile, Aisa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they can keep charging you, of course.
The root cause? You mean living?
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any excuse to keep coming back.
It sounds pretty good, though.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys.
Paimon, chill out.
Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest.
I mean...
I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
Sounds pretty good. What kind of incense was that? Because... I think I've tried that kind before.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings.
Oh?
Leaving your mind healthy, whole and free of distressing thoughts.
Fix me.
Now, receive my guidance.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it. Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind. In more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Emura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him.
Oh.
But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around. Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and pleasant than it's ever been.
So he's attained Satori. Or he's just smoking weed in there.
So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Emura Ichigensai, he tried and tested it on himself first.
Oh, okay.
Huh? What a ridiculous story.
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
His uncle knows him.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two.
Let's meet the man.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch?
Oh, I clicked too fast. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. Fall asleep. You detect a faint fragrance and begin following it to its source. Okay. Sniffer. Where am I?
Let go of your pain.
Hello. Wow, this is way better than the other the bathhouse.
Let go of your pain.
Yeah. An eye. I don't know how I got in here. Oh. How did I get in here? Wow, wow, wow. It was a bad dream or something.
Traveler, it's almost time! That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap after this, too. Alright, now time for us to go meet Mr. Amura Ichigenzai. Oh, hello! We're number 97! It should be our turn now, right?
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
What? Why?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy, that's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
No, it's my turn.
We've been waiting so long!
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time.
Where does he live?
Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like you ain't gonna find them.
I should have busted down that door.
Drat! We should have barged in after all!
What I said! That's what I said! Paimon! Let's report back to Mizuki.
Yeah, nothing else we can do for today.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We literally have the same thoughts. This just it's been like this ever since I started playing. Alright. Back to the bathhouse. Man, we didn't get in. That sucked. I wanted to see what was so good about it.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts?
I mean, I can take a guess at what he might be doing.
Yep. At least that's what his clients say.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks like.
But are y'all trying to...
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Aisa Bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issues.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
No, the customers say it really helped them.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more to it? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
We should try again.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper. But then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or something.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Amor Achuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, that guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Amuro Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong.
He's Twitter, yeah. Oh my god. Yes.
If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum.
Yep.
Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae Publishing House, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryou Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae Publishing House to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Wow, great work.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved much in your life. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment whenever you win a war of words with another person.
But a narcissist would not go get help.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons you're wrong. I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae Publishing House practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what their readers have to say?
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including them, too.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
You...
He is not gonna want to hear that. You can't get through to people like this. It's impossible.
Wow.
It's impossible.
How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it with. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction: argumentation. The Tenryou Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts.
So just let him argue and vent and stuff.
Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition.
But then what happened?
It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues. But unfortunately...
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. I kicked him out and blacklisted him.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do.
He hasn't shown his face here since.
Good.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Imura Ichigensai are the same person?
Probably.
Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Is it really that simple? Because the customers seem like...
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick
like it was
people into
helping
not
some
having them
people.
anymore. If Murasaki was right, then surely they'd have seen his lies for what they are by now.
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryo Commission for fraudulent business practices. If he can complain, so can we.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello! Please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the bathhouse a scam and a ripoff.
It's the same
How are they back
guys.
here already?
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were lied to, they've come back.
Oh my god.
So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service. No scammer's gonna run you girls out of business.
I guess it was just like... won't last the long term.
Interesting.
He was just lying to people.
Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Aisa Bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No idea if our investigation actually helped, though.
Of course it did. You were a huge help, and I owe you big time for it. Now then, you only got partway through the
This
VIP
isn't
experience
over.
last time, didn't you?
There's no way
You
this
still
is
have
over.
to try the hot springs and snacks. Both are top tier.
Yeah.
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about that? Especially the snacks.
Snacks. After a dip in the hot springs and some snacks, you feel relaxed.
Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package.
To book our next appointment?
Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh?
Like the first time we met her.
She probably tells
Oh, yeah.
people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Hope she's not having any digestive trouble. Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check on her.
That's a really funny thought. Like, we'll find her sitting there by the water. And you get closer and you just hear, like... That was the bad ones. Those are some really... Those ones did not go down easy. Okay, let's go back to where you first met Mizuki?
This should be the place.
Oh no. Oh no. To your question about how's Genshin versus Final Fantasy, I don't have time to answer that today because I'm focused on doing the story, and I think it would be like a whole side tangent that I'm not gonna get into right now. You can maybe try asking me another day.
What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh, maybe we got pulled into one of her bizarre dreams again.
Traveler? Paimon? What are you doing here?
Well, firstly, we were hoping to get our next appointment booked in.
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I intended. Don't worry, this isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
Aw, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process.
What?
Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them. Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread. They can basically wolf it down and barely notice the flavor. I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams.
Okay.
But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this stuff. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've done that, my mental state is back to normal.
Okay.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them, and then they turn around and accuse the bathhouse of being a money-making scam?
Yeah. That was
Yes,
shitty.
they were led astray by some swindler.
That's true.
But it's not like they took much persuading.
Yeah, they backstabbed immediately.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to believe that? Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good,
No!
would you want me to try?
Oh my god. No. I am my scars. As you imagine forgetting your pain and longing, the joy of reunion that you're looking forward to one day disappears along with it. As you imagine letting go of your hopelessness, you also feel your fighting spirit slip through your fingers. See? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. That's exactly what I was saying. As you imagine being free from your painful regrets, the formative experiences of your journey lose their roots. That's right. Better not. Girl, take a step back. Would I still even be me?
You really are different from other people.
I'm not.
Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case.
Socks in the
But
wet
although I can
socks.
see your troubles clearly, I
Girl.
still don't completely understand you.
Wet socks.
Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist,
We have another
I know how to take
Ayaka.
care of myself. But you showing that you care is still appreciated. Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep, have a wonderful dream, and come see me again tomorrow.
Alright, good night.
I'm glad that they acknowledge the fact that without your bad feelings, you wouldn't be who you are.
Bye for now.
That's nice.
If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
Early. Okay, wait till the following morning. Morning. Somebody asked about the cat. The cat's gonna be here in about an hour, maybe 2 hours from now. My dad is driving here. He's on the way with the cat. And he's gonna be a pretty scared little cat, I'm sure. I hope he isn't too scared. I mean, he knows me, of course, but it's gonna be a new environment. And when my dad called me, I could hear that cat crying and screaming in the car. Poor boy.
Mizuki! We're here to book our next therapy appointment.
Oh no, Shion!
It hurts.
What?
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too many nightmares last night?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday, including you two.
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. It depends on the emotional intensity, too.
So did they come up here with really, really bad ones?
Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude.
What?
Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest their dreams soon...
Y'all need to go to the bathroom.
What can we do? Let us help!
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams.
Right.
Without knowing that, I have no way of treating them. Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you can track them down?
It's like if Acheron showed up and...
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get
Had her
counseling from
dream.
Amora Ichigensai again.
Eaten.
Chances are that's where we'll find them.
Lead the way. I'm coming with you.
Okay. Do you think it was like a sabotage? No. They need some Pepto. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Have some Sprite, maybe.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal though.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad dreams!
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
It is funny. It is kind of funny, but they're being a little too chill,
What's
right?
wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Aisa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life is beautiful.
Are they forgetting stuff? And they can only see good things? Huh?
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night.
Yeah. Are they like stoners now?
Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares. Does that mean Amura Ichigensai's counseling actually works?
No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon.
They seem
focus
high.
hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox.
Whoa! What did you do?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
What?
No. No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today. I should stay on dry land till things calm down.
Huh?
It's their fear and their anger that's been suppressed.
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukita seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all, which is having a devastating impact on his livelihood. Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why on the outside, the only emotion they appear to feel is happiness. But those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki and Shion indigestion.
So it's like super concentrated nightmares.
If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing,
Got it.
I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was.
I told you that.
Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions.
That was obvious.
That would explain why no one has blown the whistle on him yet.
But then, why did they come back to you? Is it because subconsciously they know that this is not a good long-term solution?
Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Not really. They were a lot more serious than today.
I had a dream while I was here.
You sure kept that one quiet.
I didn't think much of it at the
Oh,
time.
no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki, what is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received his so-called counseling. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, His victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their psyches.
Yikes!
What is he
Well, guess
doing
we better press
exactly?
these guys a little harder. Do you know when Amura Ichigensai will be here next?
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
Ugh, this is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, both of you. Only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you presently feel. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
Please, stop. Everything will be fine as long as we don't think about it.
Amura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial. At least, as long as you answer our question.
All right. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked already, and all we know is that he's not coming today.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session kind of tired him out.
He's not coming today at all.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead end.
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No.
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment.
I'll track down this guy.
Honestly, you've already done your part by bringing me here. I can't keep troubling you.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. The sooner you stop having to worry about Amura Ichigensai, the sooner we get you all to ourselves. So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business as usual.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure Murasaki and Shion get the treatment they need.
So I bet that we're gonna have these guys, like, we're gonna watch their shadow self reintegrate with their normal selves at the end of this.
Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Amura Ichigensai, please do not approach him. Just send me a message and keep an eye on him until I arrive.
We'll see how that goes. I bet I'm gonna end up
The
fighting him.
last thing I want is for you to put yourself in harm's way.
I love putting myself in harm's way.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potatoes compared to them.
He ain't shit.
Paimon.
Alright, sure. We'll keep our distance and send the message.
Very good. Let's get going then.
She's like, no fighting. We're gonna do
bold
fighting.
claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but what the heck do we do now? What if we can't find him? Cause in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are hopeless. They don't know anything.
Maybe Miko?
Wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday! She probably knows way more than she let on.
Yeah, like about everything?
There's no time to lose! To the Grand Narukami Shrine!
Miko knows the plot. She's one of these characters that knows the plot. Like Zhongli. But she's not going to tell you. Shit. Wrong place.
She's usually somewhere around here.
New cat, yes. The cat should be here in like an hour-ish.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
It's been a while.
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts.
Where is Emura Ichigen-sai?
You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
Aha! So you did bring him up on purpose!
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining the situation to me?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but he slipped through our fingers. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So obviously, we've got no idea where to find him now.
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only his name was Amura Chuya.
Wait, what? Amura Chuya?
Yeah.
You know him?
I once asked the Yae Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. I had hoped it might be a fun chance to meet some like-minded people and chat. Until he showed up. Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks that way.
All right. Well, in that case, give this address a try.
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like that?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yae Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. He also requested to pay on receipt. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his complaint letter. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial as him wouldn't be welcome anywhere else.
You've got a point. Well, we clearly made the right decision coming to talk to you.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki? So you really do want to help her?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Aisa Bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a friend's business in trouble.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
That's just how she shows affection.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors. She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself through her endeavors at the Aisa Bathhouse. The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings and tread delicately.
It's rare to see you being so considerate.
I'll take that
That's
as a compliment.
not true. I don't think that's true.
Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't you be on your way?
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
Okay, go to the address. Right. Does Paimon expect her to be upfront about anything? When she has never been upfront about anything. Ever. At any point. That's just not how she is. That's what we love about her. She's very subtle. And she definitely is not the type to just show... to be super sweet. Like, obviously sweet. You know, she is kind, but not always nice. She's on brand for her. Okay.
This should be the place Miko mentioned, right?
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki! That was quick.
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as I got back.
Great.
That meant I was free to head out again as soon as I received your message. So, this is where Emura Ichigensai lives.
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of fragrance. Seems like it's coming from inside.
Some kind of drugs he's using, I guess.
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. Now we may face great danger once we're inside. So from here on out, stay close to me and stay focused. I don't want either of you getting hurt.
We'll be fine. You just focus on what you need to do.
All right, fine. I suppose you're used to leading the charge.
Okay. Let's go. What is... How did he make this drug or whatever that makes everybody's subconscious, like, forcibly suppress itself and become... Give them this hyper-concentrated nightmare. Whoa, cool. Wow. Woo. It's what I dreamed about. It's creepy.
This is not what Paimon was expecting. This is creepy. Feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Calm, yet repressed. The signs are all there.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions.
Whatever he's using on
Emura
other people,
Ichigensai should be hiding deep inside this place.
he used it on himself.
Stay close to me.
To become chill externally, and he is not chill at all, really. Oh, I can play as Mizuki. Okay. Oh, it's... Okay.
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
What's her abilities like? The clouds? Okay. What does she actually do?
Sweet dreams.
Is this cloud coming? Okay, don't worry about it.
Nature. As one with wind and cloud.
It seems like... Okay, I'm not gonna say that.
Wibbly wobbly! Don't be nervous. Just relax.
You need other elements for the swirl. Right, true, yeah. Hi, Zep. Congrats on the new cat. I just showed up.
Miss
You
Yume
end up
Mizuki.
Pulling? Not
You
yet.
found me at last. And I see you've brought some friends with you. Please, forgive my lack of hospitality.
Emura Chuya. So it is you.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite, though.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotions. But I have parted ways with them now. That period of my life is consigned to the past, and the name along with it.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions. This life you're living now is a lie.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective, even if you cannot afford me the same courtesy in return.
What is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities on my own strength.
The framing of this conversation is pretty sick, I have to say. That's really cool how they make this feel so dreamlike.
I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me.
Is he playing the violin? World's smallest violin?
I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I've acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become humanity perfected.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to hear your thoughts on.
I would be delighted.
Oh, that's an interesting tactic. Okay.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life, and he's developed symptoms of depression as a result.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, despite the dangers of their profession. But after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and attention. Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumekoi Baku have learned an important secret about human emotions. Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
So basically, he's only making his assessment in a vacuum. He's not considering what it's like for people to really live and go out into the world and like have to do their jobs and, you know, be facing the struggles that life has. You know, the things that you need to protect yourself against.
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. Humans have a whole gamut of emotions. They're supposed to keep each other in balance.
Like, obviously, he's just like, well, it's fine because they're happy. But he's just, it's a very reductionist view of the situation.
But if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other.
Right.
Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and considerate. Uncontained fear drives people to abandon beliefs they once held dear. The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further. You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
Phew. How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. I have direct and incontrovertible evidence. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again.
That's the real puzzle here. What exactly is he doing to make this happen? Like, what kind of supernatural crap has he got going on? Like, there's an incense or drugs or
Clearly,
something?
that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
How did he do it? And how does he do it to other people? What are these eyeballs about?
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What?
Yeah, look around, buddy. You just look normal.
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived!
It was obvious that we were in a dream of some kind.
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
That's very interesting. It's kind of poetic. He's absolutely submerged in a nightmare while saying that he's fine.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious, beyond your reach.
Entity?
There they were left to fester.
It's a demon?
Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the middle of a nightmare.
Oh.
How laughable.
Cool.
Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible joke. This is no dream. No.
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery.
What?
Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet still, you managed to tear it
So it is you. Just as I thought.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of Inazuma.
What? I mean, it's pretty badass. It's bad, obviously, but it is kind of cool too.
We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies.
Wait. They live in the nightmares. So what happens to them when you eat the nightmare? Are you a predator and it is your prey, or...?
When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility. But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to have gone extinct long ago.
I think it's very interesting that it sort of bears a resemblance to Ranova, the ruler of death, because sleep is the brother of dreams in mythology. I mean, sorry, death is the brother of sleep. That's what I meant to say. I didn't sleep very much myself last night.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume, and I am the last of my kind.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard
Last of
in
your
a
kind.
long time. How have you survived all these years?
Likewise, Yume Mizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born enemies, but I have never felt any great animosity toward you personally. Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our hosts. Humans are such fragile creatures.
But humans have lots of nightmares, so what's the problem?
But now, I have found a way to revive my kind, and you are too late to stop me.
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
I guess because once a person becomes afflicted with so many nightmares and their life gets worse and worse, they just die. Follow Imura Chuya, who is being controlled. Oh no, I gathered that.
Don't slip and fall.
Thanks.
What's happening? Haimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him!
Oh. Oh. This is really cool.
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's
Try
repressing
using
his
the
emotions
skill.
even harder.
What? Oh no! Let's try that again.
Time to relax.
Whee! Made it. I'm just like, what if I press E again? Maybe she'll go even higher. No.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out!
I guess we fall.
I used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that he got away and we were so close!
Paimon doesn't care, she has wings.
We've been completely cut off. That creature has taken complete control of his consciousness. We'll never catch him.
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world?
Right.
If this is his nightmare, he must be asleep somewhere, right?
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. Now we're inside. We can't get out unless we manage to defeat him in his true form. He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to force him into the open, and that's by finding a way to eat this nightmare.
What?
Can you eat it while we're in it?
Eat this nightmare? But is that even possible?
Not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... We all saw what happened to Murasaki and Shion, and this nightmare is super intense. Paimon's worried this won't turn out well.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it.
She's gonna have some really bad gas after this one.
It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. Let's get moving. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream. We should now be at the subconscious layer that makes up its core.
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester.
Yeah, true.
There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is.
Okay. Oh, it's just like in the therapy session. She said it's all dark and you go to follow the light. To get out of it.
If I say it's your fault, it's your
You hear the
fault.
voice
Do
in
you
the dark.
understand me?
Oh no.
You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand. Do you want to go hungry tonight?
Ugh. The atmosphere here is so oppressive. Is it anger or fear?
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the underlying emotion on a visceral level.
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already?
Oof.
Get rid of this trash. Go find a real job.
Aw, poor guy. Paimon feels so bad for him.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep moving.
That's where he got his fear of people not ever wanting to hear what he really had to say.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him? Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow, that's so sad.
Nope. Not here either.
Look, there's the light!
His life sucked.
What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer overwhelming sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, negative emotions spiral out of control and go on to fuel nightmares. By isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, that monster has completely destroyed his emotional balance. That's why he was able to create such a powerful nightmare. If we want to restore balance, we have to dispose of the excess negative emotion.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about eating nightmares.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. Alright, what's the next step?
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. For that, I need a special medium.
Mana Zero, thank you so much for the 43-month resub. I really appreciate your support of the stream today. Thank you for that.
Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check, it can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain some measure of control.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Hey! Wow, Rob, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Oh, she just gulped it.
Mizuki!
She did.
It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
All right. There goes that nightmare. Hopefully this marks the beginning of a sweeter dream.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon feels so relaxed and maybe even happy?
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Ah! He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing! You cannot stop me! I told you you are too late!
It's basically like a demon.
What is this place?
A new dream?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the Borderland.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. A dream that can exist even without a host.
What?
This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind. He hid here.
In the collective dream of the subconscious of the people?
Mizuki, that eye.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of himself. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself in every dream. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his kind already.
Not really, because a copy is not the same as...
Then we know what we need to do. We
But
gotta
doesn't-
take this guy down. Do we think a sword will do the job?
I don't know.
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But he's brought the nightmares of all his victims here, and that gives him an immense amount of power. Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach. We need a power to rival his nightmares. The power of sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams? Where are we gonna find those?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from sweet dreams originally.
Okay.
Come on, follow me.
Just Rourke, thank you for the year of support. Hey, 12-month resub. Thank you so much. Streamer, why are you playing Waifu Gacha Simulator and not Monster Hunter Wilder? I've never played Monster Hunter before. I don't know if I would like it or not.
The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
And I really wanted to catch up on this. Find cover. Okay. Whoop! Oops. F. Let's start over. Start over. Oh my god.
Sweet dreams.
Oh shit. Okay. First things first. Press E, then go. Okay. That's what we need.
Turn that frown upside down.
Wow, she's almost dead.
Let's go, Bubbles!
Into the wind.
Settle down.
Wind strike.
What is her ultimate, dude?
Yachan, Taechan, let's go!
What are their names?
Yeah.
Hey!
Bow your head.
Oh my god, we have like a bad situation with the
Don't slip and fall!
health. Okay.
Chasing Tanuki through the woods and climbing trees to hunt for Oni Kabuto. Thank you for lending us your happiness.
Cool. Whee! Uh-oh! 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 Pressed it too soon.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams indeed. Okay. Do you think I would like Monster Hunter? I played before, didn't like it back when they had the first game on Xbox. I've never played it. I don't know anything. Do I need to play, like, is it an expansion? I don't know.
Time to relax.
I'll see what people say.
Watching fireworks fly up into the sky and writing wishes on a prayer plaque.
Whoa, did you see that? It closed. It's like winking. Oh.
Thank you for sharing your passion. All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. The core should be just up ahead. This will be a tough fight.
I can handle it.
Why?
It's too easy.
Are these sweet dreams not sweet enough?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But these are all we could find in the immediate vicinity, which means we're running out of time. Our chances of success are shrinking by the minute.
Okay.
We have to act now.
No problem. We're ready to go.
Hope you're hungry, girl.
Turn that frown upside down.
Woo! Let it close, and then I go, okay? It's open still, but it's not safe yet, because... There is it. Can I just go there?
Sweet dreams.
I have to... Can I float and then... No, like you have to do E before.
Turn that frown upside down.
I just float. Oh, yeah, like that. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes more
Time
sense.
to relax.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my domain. A world where I rule.
Not get it isn't.
I don't even know what that does.
Blindsided.
Now, use the power of the good dreams.
I think you will find it to be
What? How?
effective against the power of my night.
How do I do? Oh, there they are. They're helping me out.
The wind knows me.
They're helping me.
Bow your head.
I must confess, I am somewhat confused. Both of us bring happiness to humans now. Why must you still treat me as your enemy?
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist. And now they're living under the illusion that they're gone for good. All the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming nightmares intense enough to become your home. Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing now is no different from what you've always done.
I am correct. This time, I shall change the fate of my entire kind. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, when they lose their ability to survive, that is how my king died out.
Right. But they also lose it when they are dominated by the positive emotions.
But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the perfect hosts, capable of surviving no matter how dire the situation in their subconscious gets.
Do you think that guy who's not afraid of the ocean anymore and is a sailor is gonna survive? That doesn't make any sense.
This is the path to a revival. My king shall rise again!
Yeah, this is not... You didn't think this through very well, did you?
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind, I have been hiding here, watching and learning from the fruits of your labor. But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourselves. The health of the human psyche is of precisely zero interest to me. Now here's a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide, which of us would they really choose? You or me?
I mean...
Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already.
We need more sweet dreams?
Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include apathy and sloth. Without the Yumeki Baku, there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly think that anyone would ever be inclined to embrace their negative emotions?
People embrace their negative emotions all the time.
No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles and live inside an illusion.
No. I wouldn't get rid of my nightmares.
But the whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist.
But his logic is really flawed, clearly. Like,
Traveler.
if you're a parasite, you want the human, to live a long, healthy life. Right?
These feelings.
Ah!
So that's how they should taste. Longing, caused by separation. So bitter, and yet the experience led to a whole new journey for you. If you keep pressing on, maybe even more precious memories await. Despair, caused by failure. Icy cold, and yet in conquering this despair, you gained the courage to face the lightning. Regret, caused by missed opportunity. A harsh aftertaste. And yet it's only through that loss that we can learn to appreciate everything we have. And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion, and refreshed hope. So that's why I was able to taste a sweet dream at our first meeting. Long before you ever met me, you'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your feelings. And all your nightmares had become the fuel for sweeter dreams.
Yeah, that's right.
The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is surely far stronger than any power wielded by that creature.
Based.
The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Traveler is perfect.
Take this!
Maybe not as...
So powerful!
Traveler, give him all you've got!
Okay.
Thunderclap!
Hope. Yeah, hope. That's what traveling represents, you know? That's what you can learn from travel. And not just traveling like in the sense of going from place to place, but traveling through time. Sometimes you go to a bad place, and sometimes you have a bad experience, but moving forward means a willingness to accept bad things can happen, so that good things can happen too.
With just one person's dream? Wow! I have been planning this for so long!
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his victims make a full recovery. I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without your help.
Don't mention it.
You shall join my ancestors in death. You and my failure of a host.
What? He's still not dead?
Wait,
does anyone else hear water? Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him, he decided to sacrifice his host.
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like, pinch ourselves?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon, jump.
Huh?
Shouldn't be scary for Paimon, she can float.
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes, just like the last time.
Oh shit.
Hold on tight. The Yomeku Ibaku are getting to work.
So they're... Yeah. Eating all that. Now everyone will sleep more soundly than ever. The cute little guy's gonna eat all the bad dreams. Yeah. Whoa, there's a big one! What'd she blow at me? Oh my god, was that her blowing me a kiss? Oh my god. Did she blow me a kiss? That's too much. That's too much. Well, it was a really nice cutscene. It was a cloud.
It's finally over. It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask them for help, or I'd be the one dying from indigestion tonight.
My good dreams helped, right?
They were very delicious. Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones?
Depends on the human, but probably happy ones.
If only that were true. Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they festered and turned into nightmares. As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones, and most happy dreams are short and fleeting. They are so rare that it's basically impossible for them to be shared with others. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad ones. Which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to change this state of affairs. I once believed the only reason we Yumeku Ibaku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape, no matter how many dreams we eat or how many years pass by.
But most of the Baku don't mind because you said that a bad dream for most of them will just taste like white bread. It's because you studied the psychology and you understand the emotions now that it tastes bad for you.
Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes. I suppose that's the only problem I have. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own, so they'll no longer need to call upon us for assistance. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around.
That's a beautiful wish.
A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. not even once. So I must thank you. Because after meeting you, I finally became sure that my wish is achievable. And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too! Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind. Got a little distracted watching them. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up in all those nightmare shenanigans?
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, the appointment.
Still,
so
the
it's
night is
impossible
young.
to schedule an
Wanna
appointment.
stay here and watch the moon with me for a little longer?
Huh?
Okay, well, it was very nice quest. I liked that. Oh! I fell off. Crap. What do I do? Oh my god.
The moon sure is beautiful tonight.
Okay, that's it though. We're done. That's... Am I supposed to sit? Ooh! I think there's nothing else there. There's an extra bit in the morning. I don't need to sit here with her in the tree until morning. Like, I don't. Okay? Like, we're friends, but we're not that close friends. I just don't feel like that's really necessary. Okay, well, I did like the story a lot. It was pretty nice, cute exploration of the human psychology and, like, why it's important to have both your shadow self and your, like, good emotions and bad emotions all make you what you are. You can't just exclusively have one or the other, and I thought that was really nice. But one thing I don't like a lot of is I don't like feeling like I'm on a date. This is something they like to do a lot. Hoyo loves doing this. I tolerate it. It's okay. But I don't really want that. Okay, like, we're friends, but I don't want to be on a date either. They did this to me with Ayaka. They did it to me with Firefly. And I just don't like it. Kind of just puts me off a little bit. But I did enjoy the quest very much. If it was Child or Nouvellette, I would be all for it, of course. So that's why I tolerate it, because I know that
Hello!
for
Please
some
come
people,
register over here.
it's absolutely fantastic. And if it means that that opens the door for me having a date with a character that I would be interested in doing that with, then that's even better. You know, so I don't have a problem with it happening exactly.
Why are there so many guests?
But I'm gonna feel a certain way each time, you know what I mean?
I'd have definitely turned some of them back.
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the picture.
Yeah,
and it's
it's
good to
hit or
see
miss,
that Murasaki
but
and
I don't
Shion
mind
are
them
well
doing
on the
it.
road to recovery.
I guess I wish, what I'm saying is I think I wish it was more opt-in. Like, you could have a dialogue option that takes you to the date part, you know, but the way they do it is like kind of, you're going on the date whether you want to or not.
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Finally, you can make an appointment.
For today, if possible.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important customers, after all.
Oh, we don't pay.
Awesome! In that case, very important Paimon would like to start with the fine dining this time.
Yeah, food.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night?
You're spying on it?
Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand
She
Narukami
was.
Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happens. The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition. Although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
Yeah. Okay, you don't... Oh, right. That guy. I totally forgot about it.
It could have been worse, I suppose.
Maybe
Lady
he
Guji,
died.
I owe you my thanks.
In the flood.
Without your
but
help,
they got
things
him
might
out.
have gone a lot less smoothly yesterday. Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets.
Not true.
I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere. I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are. There's no need for you to tiptoe around them.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position.
Sometimes after a long time of wearing the ears, they start to hurt my head. I have to like change them out because it can start to give me headaches. Yeah.
Emira Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a dangerous move. An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation. Much safer for the Guji not to get personally involved. It was the right decision.
Yeah.
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much more direct approach.
You would never take a direct approach.
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my worries about upsetting you were unfounded.
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles. But every sorrow has its cure.
She says as she looks to me.
Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good care of it.
Okay.
Could we go over your past experiences when you have a moment? There's a lot of gaps in your medical history I need to fill in.
Oh, hello, little one. It's been a while since you last came to seek your fortune at the shrine.
True. I should check it. She's calling me out for not playing that much. The opt-in is a good observation because it's often so polarized and turned into a dichotomy of what top date guys go play Love in Deep Space or the other way around. There's no reason they couldn't make two versions of the quest. Just a bit of change and nuance of the dialogue. That's really how I feel about it. Another reason I feel that way is because a lot of times with female characters, waifus, right? I want to love and appreciate them in the sense that I would a good friend or a sister. And that's a different type of, like, it's a different type of relationship than the one that I feel they're trying to imply. And I feel like whenever they try to do this date thing, it messes up that sisterly feeling that I had. You know, does that make sense? It's like gets in the way of the affection that I felt because I feel like they're trying to do. No, this isn't very on the nose. Like, I think this quest is really, really like fine and like not a big example of this, but they definitely did it a little bit here. And it's just something it's a pattern I see a lot of with Hoyo. And just for me,
Don't slip and fall.
I feel like they're assuming a lot, and it's actually getting in the way of feelings that I had. I don't know how to describe it, but it's fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, platonic mode. Because like a sisterly relationship, a platonic friendship can be such a beautiful thing too. And I feel like I actually have that with some characters. Like I have that with Yaimiko. I think I have that with Raiden. They don't do this with every single character, like try to make it a date. They don't. But sometimes they do. And it always just makes me feel a little weird. That's it. I loved it though. Like overall, I loved the quest, and I really like Mizuki a lot. Of course, like what's not to love? She is I love non-human characters overall. I always do.